r/askreddit, what is most scientifically incorrect song lyric? Oh, you really aren't going to like Dr. Octagon, who is half shark, half alligator, half man. She blow that dick like a cello. It is impossible to play a cello by blowing it. I was today years old when I realized she blow that dick like a cello wasn't intending to describe her as a disappointment. Sometimes the sun goes round the moon. No, it doesn't, Vanessa Williams. That would be catastrophic. It would be so bad. You don't even understand. She lists impossible things, like the snow comes down in June. But in Australia, this is a very normal time for snow. Chris Brown, I'm not dangerous. Obligatory, she only love me because I'm dangerous, another Chris Brown lyric. Thunder only happens when it's raining. Rain and thunder, while correlated, are not linked in any causal capacity. And while we're at it, players are capable of loving. The Monstars anthem from the Space Jam soundtrack. I'm 28 light years old. Your parasympathetic nervous system reacts and you're in fight or flight mode. Your sympathetic nervous system does fight/flight/fawn/freeze, and your parasympathetic nervous system does rest/relax. Edit, changed flee to freeze, thanks everyone. Came here to comment this but had to make sure I wasn't beaten to it. Last I saw AJJ, they had a sticker acknowledging that mistake and even sang a different lyric to fix it, lol. Didn't expect to see this here, bit pleasantly surprised. Bought a one-way ticket to hell and back. Well yeah, that would be round trip. That's gotta be intentional as a joke though. They're so good live. I know that I must do what's right / as sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. It doesn't. I've always been so impressed that they managed to fit Kilimanjaro, Olympus, and Serengeti all in one line. That's a lot of multisyllabic geography words in one go. Because I'm back, on the rag and ovulating. A, Eminem does not have a uterus. But it's figurative, so I let it slide. B, ovulation is basically the opposite of menstruating. They are not concurrent. Been carrying that one with you a while, haven't ya? LOL. You know, I'm starting to think rappers may not be the best source of medical information. My periods last so long that I ovulate while still bleeding. My cycle is also 3 weeks. 2 weeks on, 1 week off. It's raining men. Hallelujah. I thought the lyric was let the bodies hit the floor. I keep it 300, like the Romans. 300 bitches, where's the Trojans? Oh, thank God someone mentioned it. I yell at the radio every time I hear that song, it was the Greeks, goddammit. Spartans even. There are no lions in the jungle. They don't sleep there at night then? Light years measure distance, not time. Random trainer in Pokemon Red. The sun is a mass of incandescent gas. Though, to their credit, TMBG have since issued a correction. A miasma of incandescent plasma. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This was my first thought too. Also, I don't like the corrected song, and that makes me really sad. The original is so dancey, you know. But maybe it's more of a nostalgia problem rather than a song problem. The TMBG version is a cover of a song from the 1950s and reflects the scientific consensus of the time when it was written. My penis was missing again, it's detachable, you see. Detachable Penis by King Missile. The 90s was a weird time for music. I saw my penis lying on a blanket, next to a broken toaster oven. My favorite line, sometimes it can be a pain in the ass. And I don't have a gun, Kurt Cobain. He did, in fact, have a gun. I don't fuck with the condoms cause the condoms is a problem with the AIDS getting sprayed, biggie. We're coming up on the 10-year anniversary of the worst lead ever, which specifically mentions that. Link. Coast to coast, LA to Chicago, link. Are you sure about that, Sada? The coast of Lake Michigan. The Central Coast is the best coast. Nope, but at least she's smooth. I actually think that was meant to be two separate thoughts. Like, he goes coast to coast. He also goes LA to Chicago. Frank Ocean references getting hickeys on my aorta in Earl Sweatshirt song Sunday, and I'm not sure where these hickeys were supposed to actually be, but under no circumstances should somebody be kissing an aorta. What if they're a heart surgeon who's really passionate about their work? I figured it was a metaphor for leaving a mark on his heart. A city built on rock and roll would be structurally unsound. Surely the structure would be sound? He He also said I used to get feels on a bitch, now I throw shields on the dick, to stop me from that HIV shit. Year of the final countdown. Oh, we're heading for Venus, Venus. And still we stand tall. Cause maybe they've seen us. And welcome us all, yet. With so many light years to go. Who knows where they are coming from? You also cannot stand tall on Venus. The pressure is like a freight train weighing you down if memory serves. That ICP song with the line about how scientists are lying about how magnets work. Fucking magnets, how do they work? Fucking rainbows after it rains. They also said you can make limestone from gunpowder. And GT, there is no dark side of the moon really. Finally. Someone tells it right. And GT, matter of fact it's all dark. No. With an albedo of 0.07, the reflective quality of the moon is comparable to freshly laid asphalt, so in fact it is quite dark. There is zero evidence of any stairway to heaven. Also tests are inconclusive on the highway to hell. Man couldn't keep his facts straight. If it helps, there's an escalator. Also, there's a freeway, not a highway. Also, the escalator's broken, but that's okay, from what Mitch tells me. Where can you see tigers? Only in Kenya. Got lions and tigers, only in Kenya. Kenya, we're going to Kenya. I miss Weeblo. Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. Give it a lick. Oh, it tastes just like raisins. And birds go flying at the speed of sound. Could you imagine living in a wood where birds are just casually breaking the sound barrier all the time? Pretty sure, scientifically, Sammy Hagar could drive 55. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's love. No. It's a planetary crisis, severe ocular trauma, and a weird simile all at once. Although it's a big deal when you're bit by an eel that's amore. It was April the 41st. Being a quadruple leap year. I was driving in downtown Atlantis. Kippadata, wet dream. Yeah, but he was right about the 10 crack commandments. A lot of it is just good advice. It's never been verified, but was there really a one-eyed, one-horned, flying, purple people eater? I have never gotten boys in the yard using milkshakes. I can teach you. But I have to charge. It's specifically her milkshake that brings the voice. Lyric stands correct. A friend of mine works in public health and made mix CDs during COVID. While she included the song, she was quick to point out that putting a lime in a coconut and drinking them both up is not a proven cure to any disease or even just bellyache. Lime juice is good for scurvy and coconut milk helps with constipation, though I don't know if any clinical trials have been conducted on the matter. Jay-Z, I'm half man, half mammal. No, HOV, you're 100% both. Lizzo has a song with, I don't get dehydrated, I moisturize daily. It's a little concerning, cause that's not how that works. Please drink some water. I think the funkiest part I've learned is that moisturizer doesn't even actually moisturize, it merely keeps the hydration from evaporating as fast by creating a layer on top of your skin. IIRC, it was toners that actually do what, you know, you'd think something called moisturizer would, add extra hydration. We didn't start the fire, it was always burning since the world's been turning. Early Earth lacked the oxygen necessary for a continuous fire. Yeah, cause the fire kept burning it all. Set fire to the rain. Lake Erie set on fire once. Never underestimate mankind's ability to fuck things up. I loved you with the fire red, now it's turning blue, apologize, One Republic. Blue flames are, in most circumstances, hotter than red ones. I'm in the fast lane from LA to Tokyo. The shortest path from LA to Tokyo is over the Pacific Ocean, with the biggest factor being weather and the flight path. This would be a flex if they were doing something like the Kessel Run a la Han Solo. Everyone is gay, Nirvana, all apologies. No, it just seems that way when you're a rock star.